Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's about that time of the year where we start a new season of Rocket League. Means a couple different things. We got a new theme with some different variants that come along with it. Basically, a whole lot of cosmetics, a new map, and a new vehicle. And on the other side, that means that another season of competitive Rocket League Ranked has come to a conclusion. But before we get into all that stuff, two things. Number one, if you guys enjoy the content, like, subscribe, notifications, turn those all on. It's greatly appreciated. Helps me out dearly. And number two, check out the trailer. Take a peek. So as you can tell by the trailer, we've got a fire and ice theme coming to Rocket League Season 9. Along with that, obviously, if you earned your rewards, as a reiteration, you haven't seen me talk about those like in a video 3 weeks ago, you are getting competitive banners now. We haven't had banner rewards since like 2017 or something like that. So you are getting banners, and they look okay. They're definitely aesthetically, like, they tie in with Sovereign Heights in the like street graffiti kind of style. So I think they look kind of cool. They're supposed to be animated as well, which we haven't seen yet. So those will happen probably on the 6th of December, the day before. And then on the 7th, when the pass becomes official, that's when the new season will start. So December 7th, in the middle of the RLCS Major is when this stuff is going down. Should be interesting. Actually, it's the day before. So you got a day to grind before you watch all the pros do things that we can't. It'll be fun. With the Fire and Ice theme, there's a couple things that come with it. Number one, there is a new vehicle, and there's 2 iterations of it. These are all going to be a breakout hitbox. Thought they were going to be Dominus with muscle cars, but they are changing it up this time with breakout. And this is going to be the Emperor 2. There is 4 iterations of this vehicle. There is the early iteration, which doesn't have as much fancy like body work and stuff like that. And then when you get further in the pass, there will be a second one. There's going to be a fire version, which is called Scorcher. And then there's a ice version, which is called Frozen, which is kind of redundant. So fair enough. This is all themed then again along Forbidden Beast. The general lore behind it is that there was a seal on Forbidden Temple, and because of people locking bumper to bumper, it caused a rift, and now they have been out released from their seal, and has provided us a new iteration of Forbidden Temple, Fire, and Ice, which I think actually looks pretty cool. Reminds me of Super Mario Strikers, where based upon if you pick like Bowser or Mario, you get 2 different halves of the field. One is covered in ice, the other one is covered in fire. I think it's pretty slick. Alongside that as well, it looks like that based upon when you score, the map has some interactivity. So if I score on the fire side, then the entire field gets lit on fire. Or if I go to ice, the entire blizzard takes over, which I think is kind of cool. Aesthetically, it's something that's a little bit different and provides some unique elements to the map. There is 2 dragons that show. The dragons kind of look like salamanders, if you ask me. But again, I think aesthetically the map looks cool. The only concern I have is what is it going to look like for competitive play? While I do enjoy them going above and beyond for a lot of these maps, the concern is if it is glaring or if the outside elements are distracting. Starbase Arc comes to mind as the sky in that makes it really, really tough to play the game, and you kind of get lost. The ball in the sky, just it doesn't work out well. So I'm curious on how they possibly tone this one down. Either way, the map itself, always been a big fan of Forbidden Temple, but now it's on fire or completely frozen. So we'll see how that goes. There's lava and stuff, as you've seen by the trailer. Alongside that, a couple things you need to pay attention to as well with the Rocket Pass. Everything is fire and ice themed, so not only do you have the vehicles, but they're taking some inspiration as well based upon the goal explosions that are going to be unique in the game. You saw those in the trailer that when somebody scored, the entire thing took over. I assume those are going to be the ones that happen very deep into the Rocket Pass. You're talking like tier 115 or tier 95, which are pretty deep in for the casual player. They also will then have things that are inspired off of like the Interstellar decal, which is going to be called the Constellation. And then they have different variations of both fire wheels and ice wheels, fire decals and ice decals, toppers. You get the idea. So it's kind of cool because it feels like we're getting twice the amount of items, or at least things are themed in a way that it feels like there's balance to it, rather than like, hey, we have a street like graffiti type of thing, and then you get like spray paint antennas. So I don't know. I'm curious to see what it'll look like. They've showcased a lot of these throughout the blog post, which is linked in the description down below. But they do have some cool looks to them, I would say, aesthetically. Now, obviously, like I mentioned, there is more to this they haven't announced yet, obviously. And the effects that they talk about with the goal explosions do spread across the entire arena, briefly covering the pitch and fire ice whenever you score, which is the ones that they showcase in the trailer. Alongside that, again, they talk about why the Forbidden Temple is so forbidden. Both dragons let loose. The lush arena has been transformed into a permafrost and molten lava, which Forbidden Temple Fire and Ice seems like the perfect place to play a friendly game of soccer, which, again, I think the arena looks pretty cool. Below that, they also have like a crystallized type decal and wheels with like a lizard or like a salamander wrapped around them. Baby dragon, maybe. There's also an alligator topper, so not sure how that works. There is also behind that splash art a goal explosion. That might be the scorched earth one that they're talking about, and visually what it looks like when it explodes when you score, and then the rest of the effects will come in afterwards. Alongside that, they also then have obviously tournament rewards, which we have not gotten to see just yet. And they talk about some things like a seared boost trail, a fireball boost, and oil can antenna. Some things that people probably aren't going to use. For the truly lucky, the black market rewards bring out the fiery side of competition, which light up the night sky with an incendiary fire clap goal explosion. I'm sure some people will probably want. Or tap into something monstrous with the skulking scale and animated decal that makes glittering crystal with the scales of a dragon, which I think is the one that was showcased in the previous image. They also have the splash art that we showed in our video a few days ago, and it showcases, to my knowledge, some of the wheels and different iterations of the Scorcher and the Frozen Emperor 2, and some of the decal on the Octane. So, talks about secrets of the temple. After devastation of the temple grounds, we discovered several ancient tombs amongst the rubble. True meaning has yet to be unlocked, but so far we've deciphered 2 short messages. Frosty Fest will bring extremely chill vibes, and Neon Nights is returning with the hottest beats ever. Our trained psionics archaeologists will report back with more info soon. So from the sounds of it, they will have 2, like, I guess, special events, in-game events that you can compete in. My assumption is it's not going to be a new game mode. It's just going to be complete these tasks, do these things, play during this time frame to unlock additional items, credits, the golden eggs like they've done in the past, or the gifts and all that kind of stuff. So ways to earn more cosmetics, which I think is where we're all kind of like about, as many of us would like a different game mode, a unique way to appreciate the game. They did this recently with World Cup going on, where they had the ball that changed some of the elements to how it was interacted. Again, step in the right direction, but still at the end of the day, still soccer. So again, I think people are kind of just itching for something new and unique. And while I think the dev team has done a phenomenal job aesthetically and providing all this stuff, I think the creativity side still is lacking. So that's kind of my personal take on the whole thing. Here's some what you guys have in the comments down below. Do you like the theme Fire and Ice? Do you like the aesthetic? Do you like the way the salamanders / dragons look? Again, we'll try to take a look at the training side of it when we jump into the map itself and see what that looks like. But if you guys want to see what that looks like, stop over by the stream, twitch.tv/Lawler. I'm going to be in Rotterdam, so it might be a little bit difficult for me to show you that immediately, but when I get back, you best believe on stream, we'll take a peek and play some competitive ranked matches to get our GC rewards and all that kind of stuff. So, you want to make sure you don't miss out on that. Twitch.tv/Lawler. Come hang out with us. Also, likes to everything down below. Like the video, subscribe, turn on notifications, links to everything I'm talking about. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.